Hello and welcome to Module 1, Understanding and Defining Primary Sources. In this first module of the course, you'll be connecting with primary source documents, learning the difference between primary and secondary source documents, and you'll also be learning how to use primary sources in the classroom. So let's take a look at the activities. I'm going to scroll down my screen and you'll see down here that there is just one lesson in this unit, and here we're going to define primary and secondary sources and have an activity to help you discriminate between the two. The very first thing you're watching right now in our unit is this screencast, and in this activity below there are 10 images of primary sources to use, and I have those all set up in a separate place where you can work on the activity collaboratively within your small groups. As you know from the email that you received, you should be checking your email now to make sure that you have this email from me. I've set up very small groups. Each group will have a team leader and you have a private space for each of your groups. You each have your own wiki page to work on. And there you can discuss whether you consider different documents to be primary or secondary sources. I want you to think about some things while you're going through this activity yourself. For example, would you want to use an online workspace like this with your students? How would you conduct this primary and secondary sort? Would you have piles of images on tables and have students work in groups that way? Maybe a gallery walk, or maybe a think, pair, share. So these are all good things to keep in mind about your own students and your own learning environment as you sit here today learning more about primary source documents. So as you do your activity and complete your activity with your group leader, you're going to put comments on your own wiki page. When the activity is done, the group leader, on behalf of the group, is then going to go to our whole group sort page. Here are the individual ones, and here's the whole group sort page, and put up comments on behalf of the whole group underneath each image. I'm going to show you in the next screencast on the primary source sort page how you can do that. So you're going to share your rationale as to why you think a document is a primary or secondary source. And you're going to be doing this first in your private group area, and then come back and share with the whole group on the whole group page. When you're ready, you can go take a look at your primary source sort group page before you get started with your groups. You can click on whichever number you've been assigned to. I'm heading over to one of them right now to make another screencast so that I can model for you my thinking process as I try to determine whether a source is secondary or primary. Click on your group number now, and when you get to your wiki page, you'll see a link for the next screencast to watch.